You have someone freaking out over you in the sweetest way possible, okay? Whoever this is, when they saw you, they were kind of all over the place because what you have made them feel is unlike anything they had ever experienced. Spirit is saying this is a mutual crush, but they are kind of shy. You both are crushing on each other, and I'm also sensing it's kind of more than a crush. To call it a crush is kind of an understatement. You are absolutely fascinated by each other. You both feel that pull, that tension, but no one is really making a move. But it's not necessarily, Spirit is saying, because you don't want to, but because of things that you are working on. And I want to get to the bottom of it because the card that also came up here is this. It's patience, okay? Spirit is saying be patient, have a little more patience because something is developing. And oftentimes with things that are really truly worth it, you know what I'm saying? Like for the long run is what I'm hearing, That, by the way, is the card of marriage and union. The Magician at the bottom of the deck, wow. If you want something to last, sometimes you have to wait a little longer. Not to say that waiting is necessarily a bad thing, because I feel like you're questioning movement a lot. You're looking at your physical, you're kind of waiting, quote unquote, for the shift. You're waiting for that one particular sign. And I want to tell you, first of all, movement is always happening. So you experience movement your entire day. And also, you both are very much communicating on the level of your 5D. Telepathy always works. It's always happening, and you're already full-blown in that energetic connection, which means that person is having dreams of you. They see you all around. They're having these wild synchronicities. Queen of Cups, yeah. They can also feel your energetic presence. I'm seeing you're sending messages back and forth through your telepathy, and they're picking up on it 24/7. And Spirit was giving me this analogy of like these paper planes. You're sending them across the room, quote unquote, like in your mind, you're sending little messages, and you're both kind of still in the energy of not fully trusting. You know what I'm saying? Like when you've been hurt in the past, you kind of hesitate to trust fully that this might be a connection where it actually works, where there is no hurt and betrayal and all of that, because both of you have been going through a lot and you don't want to experience that ever again. But Spirit is saying, no, this is a, oh my God, you're joking. This is a different connection. I'm telling you, the Fool is coming up. This is a whole new chapter. You're being called in the void, quote unquote, in the void where nothing is happening, where, quote unquote, no movement is happening. But it is, you know what I mean? Like it still is. But you're being called to refine your identity, to fully embody this identity of being chosen, of being valued. Embodying means that whatever you're presented with in the physical does not matter, because you're already embracing this reality. You are already stepping into it. You're claiming it regardless of what you see. And as a result, your person is picking up on it because of thought transmission, because you are on a 5D level constantly communicating. And wow, this also, earlier I was thinking about this connection. You see how like this kid is handing a flower to the other kid, like a cup of water. This is like the cups card, emotion. And this represents innocence, okay? So you both have been through so much in love, and you've been through phases where both of you thought that you don't want to trust ever again. You don't want to get into that level of vulnerability yet. You find yourself being pulled towards each other, and this is because there is a deeper purpose. There is a deeper meaning behind your connection, okay? Sometimes you feel like because there is not that much movement, am I making it up? Is that person really feeling the same? But they are kind of going through their own stuff right now. But with that card here, you're actually in your teenager energy again with each other. You're waking up the other side within each other where you get to be daring. You find yourself, maybe you find yourself enjoying things you liked when you were a teenager. You're going back, healing your inner child, you know, within that connection. Even though it hasn't fully unfolded yet in the physical, you're already embracing your inner child. You might get really creative recently, you know, maybe you're painting or sketching, cooking, you're trying out new things, you're trying out a new hairstyle, or you're redecorating your home. You're bringing in newness into your life, and your person can feel that, okay? So because there is a phenomenon called quantum entanglement, and this is basically where we influence, quote unquote, it's not manipulation, by the way. We influence that person the way that we embody our true nature. When we step into who we truly are, when we embrace ourselves, you know, this is directly influencing that person, and they can almost like sense that magnetism that is coming from you because you have started to fully embody your true authentic self. You're no longer ashamed of who you are, all your quirks, that you're different. You shine bright, and it's almost like they're being drawn in by this. And with that sun here in that card, you shine bright. You shine bright. I'm also hearing Rihanna, shine bright like a diamond. You are truly a diamond to that person. You are special. You are a treasure. They absolutely adore you. They see something in you that they can't explain and that they have never seen in anyone else. I have also channeled a couple of messages. Hold on. Yeah, there's this song, Check Yes Juliet, and this is how that person feels when they are thinking about you. They feel this lightheartedness, and that is also the energy of the Fool, by the way. This is newness, a new chapter, feeling courageous, feeling bold, stepping into the unknown, taking a leap of faith. And it's kind of that energy, you know, when you're these warm summer days, you just want to run away, you want to do crazy things together, you want to just be in the moment. This is how they feel, truly. You wake up something within them that they thought they had forgotten or maybe even lost. I'm seeing a key in my mind. You are the key. And in that song, it's kind of like tossing rocks at your window. That is the energy, you know, someone who would really do whatever it takes to impress you, it's kind of funny because they have a dichotomy. A part of them is really shy and really holds back, but the other part is just wants to do all these crazy things, and they keep going back and forth in their mind. And let me read you a little bit of the lyrics because I think they kind of explain it well. Run, baby, run. Don't ever look back. They'll tear us apart if you give them the chance. Don't sell your heart. Don't say we're not meant to be. Run, baby, run. Forever will be you and me. And this is so sweet, you know? This is the energy, like taking the chance, taking a leap of faith, being afraid and doing it anyway, you know? This is the energy of the Fool. They really want to put all the cards on the table. I feel like that person wants nothing more than to really put it all out there. And a part of them is afraid of what you're going to say. A part of them is afraid of looking stupid. But there is also another song that is called Stupid for You. With the moon coming up, intuition, you're really being called to intuitively tune into your connection. So here is the dichotomy, kind of. This is what I feel. This song, Stupid for You by Water Parks, they're really worried about what you're thinking. They are worried about, quote unquote, what you think about them, how you see them, you know, whether you're kind of out of their league a little bit, because you have to understand, like, they see you in a whole different way. They see you not like you see yourself, like they put you on a pedestal, to be honest. You make them spiral, like they have never experienced someone like you before, and in a way, it makes them question their entire reality, you know? I'm seeing them, they're zoning out in the middle of the day. Everyone around them is already like, everyone around them knows what is going on. It's like, it's plain to see that they are crushing, but it's more than a crush. I feel like they're trying to hold it together, to keep it together, but they're failing at it because you do something to them. You really put a spell on them. You put a spell on them. With the Queen of Swords, it's like your mental energy is driving this connection currently. Okay, hold on. My cats are going crazy. They're still very small. Don't want to leave them alone for too long. So let's see what else we have. Yes, okay. So we have the lyrics here. And this is you right now, okay? Oh my god. The Wheel of Fortune. This card, this is your past. Wheel of Fortune is what is happening with you right now. Let me read you the lyrics, okay? Hey, tell me what you want me to say. You know, I'm stupid for you. Hey, can you come out and play? You know, I'm stupid for you. It's kind of like my cats are going crazy. I feel like this is you too. It's kind of symbol for you. You are in that childlike energy. It's like, can you come out and play? Can you leave your worries? Can you leave that energy behind? Can you like let it go? Let the past go to allow that person to show you that the Wheel of Fortune is truly spinning in your favor. Because the Wheel of Fortune is actually you. This is what you're doing when you're tapping into your thought transmission with them, when you're actively shaping that connection, you know what I'm saying? Like you're sending out the signal and they are receiving it, because your person can always receive your signal. And if you want to learn how that exactly works, I've written a whole entire workbook on it. It is down in my store. And for a short time, if you purchase it, you will get a free love meditation on top. So grab it. It's on sale right now. So there is also the chorus. You're playing ring around my head. I wear you like a halo. You're a symphony. I am just a sour note. I'll take what I can get. The best is hard to grip when everybody wants you and everybody wants you. So they're kind of afraid that they are not good enough for you. This is the dichotomy. I feel like this is why they have been holding back for so long, is because a part of them sees you in such a light. You know, they see you in a way like you are this otherworldly being. You have it together. They look at your life and they see you and they're like, oh my god, you're way too good for me, is what they're thinking. And look what is at the bottom of the deck. 1111. This is the 1111 card. You could also be in a twin flame connection. But this is the card of marriage, of unions, of celebration, of a stable family life, you know? And this is what I feel is on the other side of this, on the other side of fear, on the other side of taking a leap of faith, and Spirit was really urging me to put that message out tonight, even though I am already tired and I'd rather play with the little ones. But you know what I'm saying? Like, this is something that needed to reach you today. You needed to hear this. You're not too late. It's not working, you know? It is working in your favor, but it might not look like it. The void is often confusing. The void is when you are in the night, okay? You're alone. You only have the light of the moon, which is your intuition. So you only have your intuition to guide you in this. And the question is, can you trust? Can you trust your heart? Can you trust what is telling you? I'm also hearing Listen to Your Heart, that song. Listen to your heart, because it is the truth of this connection, okay? Let's see what else was coming up for the end of the message. Yes. I wanted to pull a couple of my message cards here. Let's see. Kind of tap into what they're feeling. There is so much. I feel like they are hoping silently that you can feel their shift, that you can feel their change, that you know within your heart that they are ready to invest in your future together. I'm not talking about financially, I'm talking about energetically. They would like to invest. They would like to cater to you, you know, cater to your needs. Because that right here, falling asleep next to you forever, it truly is a wish that is in their hearts to be with you, not just for a moment. And wow, look at what is here above the Magician. The infinity symbol. I want you to pay very close attention to whether you see the infinity symbol in your everyday life. That is going to be a synchronicity, okay, from that person. I also feel like they see a lot of signs and synchronicities. Oftentimes when they're missing you, you might encounter dreams of them, synchronicities, signs, angel numbers. All of this is your energetic connection. This is when you're communicating. It's not only text messages. So don't get fooled by what is going on in your physical reality, because you are in a soul connection with them. This is not your everyday connection. That's why I'm saying, like, this is more than just a crush. They are dreaming about doing the mundane things with you. Really, that energy, I'm sensing that they are also manifesting you. I'm seeing them, they're falling asleep, but before they drift off to sleep, they would picture you next to them. They would picture all the dates you can go on, all the adventures you can go on, and everything. And guys, everything you can experience together, you know? Not just seeing the romance, you know, but seeing the everyday things as amazing, as worth celebrating, okay? This is someone who truly cherishes spending time with you. For that person, spending time with you is the greatest thing they can ever imagine. And having your attention, like your energy around them is everything to them, okay? So just know that, like, sometimes I feel like it would be good for you to see yourself through their eyes. You know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes we need to see ourselves through the eyes of the other person so we can truly see our own magic. With the Magician as well, like, you are magic. I feel like you are an angel that came into that person's life, like, in the darkest period, in the darkest time. And of course, you know, just like sometimes when people are scared, it's not necessarily like it can come across like they don't want you or they are not ready for this, but they are just processing their own emotions. So they're really processing the heartbreak, the hurt that they have experienced, but that does not mean that they are not willing. It's just not right now, okay? It's just because it's a little postponed does not mean it's not happening. Spirit is saying you also made them believe in heaven. Because you're someone they almost cannot believe that you're real, because you are someone whose presence is incredibly healing. Just thinking about you heals that person. Just thinking about you, and you have caused a spiritual awakening within them, okay? This is way deeper than just that energy of being a teenager and playful, you know? First, they got really excited, like in that picture about that new beginning. They also, it's kind of like a storybook here. They also got really scared that everything is going to happen as it did. And now they're kind of in that playful energy of, let's give it a try. I really am open, willing, and ready to give it a try. But I need you to trust me that I'm already working on myself. And I'm seeing that they are changing their habits. They are changing their life. And it is sometimes even a bit strenuous. So if you want to do something for them, I'd highly recommend you send them love. You send them your affection. And you can do this with the thread method. This is something that helped me personally the most in my own twin flame journey, as I was missing my person, my twin flame. And it's basically how you can telepathically connect, and you can send out your love, okay? You can send it and you can also receive it at the same time. And that has caused almost supernatural shifts in my reality. I'm not joking. This is truly, it's a game changer. It's gonna make you feel calm. It's gonna make you feel at ease. And it is part of my workbook. I've collected all my favorite tips on how to connect on a telepathic level. It's down below. And that meditation, that thread method, is also included as a guided meditation for free if you purchase. So check it out down below. But that was basically it. I think I'm gonna leave it at that for that message today. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate every single one of you. I appreciate your support. Thank you for your kind comments. I am honored to do these readings because it's something that means so much to me. You know, being on the twin flame journey is not always easy, or in general, you know, when you're in a soul connection, because it can show you your darkest side. And on the other hand, if you think about it, if you would forever stay in a shallow, superficial relationship, you would never be able to achieve this progress, okay? I'm not saying it's homework or anything, but it is an evolutionary process for our soul that we agreed to when we came here. So there's a reason why your soul agreed to this, okay? Because there is something waiting on the other side for you. There is something waiting on the other side of the heartbreak. You are not meant to forever go through these challenges and these repeated cycles where these topics are coming up over and over again. You're like, how often do I have to be faced with this? I don't want this anymore. And right now you're being called to break the cycle, because you have to break this pattern or it's going to resurface. And I feel like this is what you're doing while you are in no contact and separation from them, or while it is kind of like you're looking at each other and you're in that playful energy again, because you're being called to reconnect to that inner child, to then, when you have processed everything and when you have undergone this, come together in a way that is energetically aligned, okay? If you want to talk about your twin flame journey, by the way, I am more than happy to guide you here. I also offer twin flame guidance calls, alignment calls. They're linked down below. Thank you for being here. I want to leave it at that. Guys, thank you for subscribing and hyping the videos. It really means a lot to me, and it just makes me able to spread out the messages, spread it to more people, because there's not a lot of help, you know, often for when you're on the twin flame journey. I had to figure it out on my own, so I'm really grateful I'm able to share that with you. that was it for today. I'm gonna see you soon. Don't forget to subscribe, and until then,